really builds the anticipation. Like, the best part of this date night is of course spending time with each other, but what really takes it over the edge is the anticipation of what could possibly be next, especially if this is out of your ordinary date night schedule and it's not something that you typically do often. So it really amplifies it and it just makes it more feely and just a great experience. I have finally done it. I have transitioned over into entering into my YouTube journey. I'm super excited. My name is Cheyenne. I'm also known as Cheyenne the Blogger on Instagram and TikTok, and I'm so happy to be here with you guys. And I'm also very much ready for fall, which hence this video. And the funny thing about it is it's kind of like an end of summer to fall transition, which I feel like is so on brand for right now because so many people are either so ready for fall or wrapping up summer. So now we have this beautiful mood board, and this is our date night mood board. Like, this is gonna be the thing that kind of sets the tone and the theme of today's date night. So what I love most is you're gonna start the date night before the night even truly begins. Start with clues. Clue number 1 should lead you, for instance, on this particular date night, Fort Lauderdale House on the River is located in Las Olas. It's a beautiful restaurant with a riverfront setting, so it's very romantic. And what you're gonna do is you're going to have a little envelope with clue number 1 on it. Have your significant other open that envelope, and it kind of gives hints. And I actually even created the hints for you guys just to make it a little easier. So here is hint number 1. Flavors move as freely as the current in this house. Lunch on me at 3. That way you give the person a time so they know how much time they have to get ready, but then also they kind of know, okay, flavors is something with a restaurant or food, so they know, okay, let me save my appetite. And I love it because it doesn't tell the person exactly where you're going, but it gives a great bit of suspense, so that way the person can be very excited about what's going on, where could you guys possibly go. So what you really want to do is enhance the details of the date night. So within each clue, you want it to be something in there that really takes it to another level. So maybe for clue number 1, you open it with the front of it being a map, hence the stars on our mood board, where we put little stars in the vicinity of each stop that we're going to without telling the person where the stops are exactly located or what the stops are. And that way the person's kind of like wondering, like, why are there 3 stars? Are we going to 3 different places? What does this mean? What's gonna happen at these places? And it just adds a little bit more. Moving on to clue number 2, and that is where cocktails flow and games delight. Join us for fun at the waterfront site. Now, what I love about this is that it does not involve more eating. It's the perfect after dinner, early lunch activity because you can do games. So if you want, you can bring conversational games like little card games where you can do conversation. They even have beanbag tosses at this particular venue. You can also walk around, you can take pictures. So it's literally perfect if you need to stop and digest your food, and that is the Wharf, Fort Lauderdale. It's only a few minute walk from the house on the river, so it's perfect because you don't need to move your car, and it just makes it a easy transition into the next stop and the next clue. Now, if you don't live in South Florida, do not worry, because what I would say is definitely choose a restaurant that's in an inner city, on a boardwalk, or in an area that has a lot of restaurant and things to do, because you can still do the same itinerary. So start at a restaurant and then lead to some sort of activity, whether that's axe throwing, playing pool, but just something fun that doesn't involve eating, but also may possibly have cocktails just in case you guys want to kind of keep the drinks flowing. That is also a great way to just kind of keep the date night fun, light, and easy. And here we are with clue number 3. On the beach where waves meet piano sweet, find peace and calm where rhythm greets. Now, this is such a mind-boggling clue because you're thinking like, what in the world does that mean? And I love it because it really builds the anticipation. Like, the best part of this date night is of course spending time with each other, but what really takes it over the edge is the anticipation of what could possibly be next, especially if this is out of your ordinary date night schedule and it's not something that you typically do often. So it really amplifies it and it just makes it more feely and just a great experience. Now, clue number 3 is time sensitive, so you do want to keep this in mind when you are planning the date night and making your reservations and going to the next stop, because you don't want to miss this, especially because it's a one-time event. Now, if you don't live in South Florida or you've seen this video after the event has passed, you can still 100% do this date night and make it very fun by just recreating this experience on the beach by yourself. On August 23rd, Mind Travel does have a Fort Lauderdale beach experience. It is 10 out of 10, one of the most romantic things that I have done to date, and I absolutely love it. And we're going to save on our experiences and invest more in our date nights by using code Cheyenne20 to receive 20% off of our ticket purchases for all Mind Travel experiences. Now, what I would say is definitely use that extra change that you have saved, that 20%, to invest in a better quality wine, maybe some desserts. Pack that picnic basket up, get a blanket because it will be needed for the beach. So when you lay it out on the beach, you are literally resting with your dessert, your wine. It's like a whole new aspect of the date night that your partner is not prepared for. Hence, all of the ideas on our mood board, because this is what we're looking for. We're looking for a date night that has different layers. We started off with an early lunch, maybe a dinner, then we led to the wharf for a little bit of game, conversation, and drinks, and then we're ending the night in a super romantic way, listening to live piano, drinking wine, eating desserts on a lush blanket and watching the sun set with the aroma of the sea and the softness of the sand. Like, it's definitely going to take date night to new heights for you, for sure. Last but certainly not least, on this bonus tip, which is kind of like a part 2 to this honestly, is color coordination. For me, I absolutely love theme things, hence the orange on our mood board. So that way, maybe doing drinks, wines, things that are with an orange label, or choosing an orange blanket, orange throw pillows. I think that this will definitely take it to another level, because now there's sort of a connection throughout, a connection and a theme throughout the entire date night, which makes it very fun. And I absolutely love it. So even the desserts, you can do pies, you can do cakes, things that are just orange theme. And then it just kind of adds a lot of fun, because it's like, how are you gonna keep this orange going? So really thinking outside the box and making it very unique is a great way to make it memorable. And I'm sure that your spouse is gonna appreciate it. And you guys, when you look back at the pictures of all this orange or all this red or pink or blue or whatever color you choose, you're definitely gonna look at each other and be like, wow, this was kind of fun. Like, this was a crazy date night, and you're gonna wanna constantly keep recreating and reimagining date nights. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below and tell me how you would reimagine this date night in your city and what colors you would choose. I would love to hear about it. Now, be sure to also follow me on all socials so you can get a live feed of these different experiences and see how they actually work in real time. Of course, I'm so happy to be here with you guys, and I look forward to doing more videos.